He's leaving a comment on a video. Is he saying this to our face? No. Is he saying this in our general area? No. If he met us on the street, would he say this to us? Absolutely not, because he's a coward. But he thinks because he's got a keyboard and he's anonymous that he can write this kind of stuff. Like, that's not real. You're not like a real, this isn't a real insult. That's not a real, like, burn or whatever. You're just a noodle, dude. You're just a noodle. Well, hello to all my retorts out there, getting ready for another amazing episode. We got some great stuff for you today. We're sending you some conspiracy facts. We got a check-in with me and your boy, old Benioff Kase. Great stuff there. Then we're going to hit you with some quick cash for my whole life, and then also sprinkling some of your amazing comments. Please like, share, subscribe, and as always, enjoy the show. Daddy! Whoever the parent was that thought of elf and shit, you.
Double birds.
You.
Double birds to you. Out of nowhere, my son will just call me fat and old and slow and then show me his abs like on a normal day. So when we're doing something competitive, he's pretty big.
I asked D Siren, I was like, "Are fluffers real?" And her legit response was like, "You really think they're real? Sucking off camera for free? You think that's real?" And I was like, D Siren, okay. No, the Confederacy. Long live the Confederacy. Isn't that what you always say? Don't you have that tattooed somewhere?
How dare you try to tread on me on this podcast? No.
Yeah, if anyone should understand being an annoying troll, it's a hipster. For sure. Hello. It's your boy, Old Uncle Matty, here with Benioff Bern Podcasty, and this is the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. On this show, we got some amazing stuff. We're going to bring you some conspiracy mystery stuff, which everybody's been loving, right?
Love it.
Then we're going to do a little guys check-in with the fellas, see how we're doing. And then we're going to bet my life. It's my life we're betting on a game of quick cash, aka fast money. And then as well as sprinkling in some comments left on our social media and YouTube channel and responding to those comments in kind. Bern, super excited to get this thing started. How art thou, my good man?
Doing great, man. I'm filled with the holiday spirit. We're recording this a couple of days before Christmas, so anybody out there with kids knows it's a really fun time of year with no stress and no financial burdens, and ho, ho, ho is what we say. So
ho lot of bullshit.
Yeah, so this is a nice little break from all that.
Can we bird walk to start, Bern? Can we do a little bird walk?
Yeah, I love a good bird walk. Yeah.
So as we've mentioned once or twice on this show, you are separated from your wife right now, right?
Correct.
Yeah. When you guys were living together in a happy family before that all fell apart and your life was ruined, quick question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sorry to bring it up that way.
I mean, you got to call him like you see him,
Yeah. Did you guys do the elf stuff?
On the shelf elf?
Yeah.
Yeah, my son wasn't really that interested in it until like 2 years ago. We never brought him. Were like, let's not inflict this onto ourselves. But then once he got to like kindergarten, then other kids were talking about it. He was like, why don't I have it? So then he got an elf named Chippy, and
it's the other kids that do it. They're the fucking worst.
Yeah, we were trying to avoid it, but what sucks right now is my daughter's like not even 3, and she's super into Chippy. So like every time I talk to her, she's like, Dad, look, Chippy was over here, but now he's over here, and every night I go to sleep and he moves, and like So we never wanted to do it, but now we're doing it. But now I'm not there for it, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
You got someone else slanging your elf, huh?
someone else is moving chippy.
Yeah, our elf, thank God, is invisible, and his name is
Smart,
Elfie,
smart.
right? Elfie, he's been done. He's you know what he does? He's a shenanigans guy. He loves a good
Prankster.
shenanigan. He's a prankster. He leaves stuff around the house. He'll piss in the toilet and not flush it. It's Elfie, Daddy. He's
Oh,
our
look,
guy.
looks like Elfie forgot to pay the mortgage this month.
Yeah,
Oh,
Elfie,
Elfie.
he's a scoundrel, that Elfie. He leaves stuff around, but also this is a thing, is that we have to trap the Grinch now. You ever do a Grinch Traps?
No, that's new to me.
Yeah, so well, what happened at our house, Bern, is that we have a star on top of our Christmas tree, as per usual, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And we knew that this damn Grinch is gonna try and steal the star from the tree. And
Oh
I was
boy.
like, okay, well, let's do it, right? So me and my daughter, we set up a little trap. She's got like a desk thing. I was like, look, he's gonna try and climb up the desk and steal the star off the tree and blah blah blah. So we did that. The trap was then sprung the next day, and the Grinch left a note that said, "Your trapped work." The Grinch. I mean, this guy, he let us know, like, hey, good trap. It was a good trap. You got a good
Hey,
trap there.
game
Good trap.
appreciates game. Game
Yeah,
recognized
game
game.
recognized game for sure. And yeah. And then I had like one of my nieces over last night, and I'm telling them this, and she's kind of buying it. But then the niece's mom is like, well, I don't know. I was like, dumbass.
Shut
Fucking
your mouth.
obviously.
Shut up.
What are we doing here, dipshit?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
What the fuck? You trying to poke holes in my story? Shut the fuck up. I
I'm
got
trying
one
to
kid that's buying the hook, line, and sinker, and she's telling everybody. So shut the fuck up. Obviously.
shut your mouth.
Obviously. Right?
It's-
Oh, you figured it out? You kidding me?
Congratulations. It's a Christmas miracle. You're a fucking
Yeah,
adult. You
you
know how this
fucking
works.
idiot. I'm like saying, I'm like, you dumb fucking idiot. Just shut the fuck up. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
So if
never
the
done
kid asks questions, I got answers for all of them. Boom, boom, boom. No problem. Right?
right. We've never
But
done a Grinch trap, but for the last couple of years, my son's been obsessed with catching a leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day, which I didn't, I don't know where that came from, but like
oh, dude.
last year the trap had a bunch of like he made like a trap, a bunch of thumbtacks, and like you trying to kill this guy? Or you trying to catch him? Like, what are we doing here? What happens if we catch him? He's like, if we catch him, we get his pot of gold. All right, I can't argue with that. Papa needs a
Okay.
new pair of
Okay.
everything, so let's give
Right,
it a
right,
whirl.
right, right. Yeah. Big fan of that for sure. Nice. Okay. Yeah, good. So, okay, we did some bird walking. So there you go. It's fun how everyone, like, you know what it is? It's one fucking parent who probably, is a stay-at-home parent that comes up with this shit and is so fucking bored that they put it online, and now the rest of these parents have to deal with it. So
Correct.
whoever the parent was that thought of fucking elf and shit, fuck you. Fuck
Double birds.
you.
Double birds to you.
Yeah, whoever you are, go fuck yourself. You fucking asshole. All right? Christmas is fucking magical enough, baby. Just ask my bank account. Fucking plenty magic. All right?
What's left of it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. You know what? It's great at doing a disappearing act on all my fucking money. Tell you that.
Hey, your
Tell
elf
you
and
that.
your bank account are completely invisible.
How about it, dude? How
Magic.
back in about it. But that's enough bird walking to start this son of a bitch off. Benoit Pahood, are you ready for some comments?
I'm always ready for some comments. Yeah.
All right,
They've
we
been
got
really good.
one. Yeah, we got one comment right here. It's from Inventor1488. They got 5 subscribers, no videos. Inventor1488. They left a comment. Yeah, you're right. New retort. Very good. Wow, you are just so smart and funny and great and nice. They left a comment on the Truth About Fluffers shorts clip from the D Siren episode. Throwback, Daddy. Throwback. But they left a comment saying, so in this clip we talk I asked D Siren, I was like, are Fluffers real? And her legit response was like, you really think they're real? Sucking dick off camera for free. You think that's real? And I was like, D Siren, okay.
Fair point. Fair point.
But then we've had other people say that they are. This depends. It is what it is. But this person, Inventor1488, left a comment saying, disgusting, right? Disgusting. So obviously they suck a lot of dick. And then someone responded to that. And I don't know if this guy, he might be a returning retort. He might not be. It's Joe P. Joe P6035, aka Joe Pesci, fan of the show, listen to the show. Joe P, fan of the show, listen to the show, aka Joe Pesci. Joe P6035, 4 subscribers, no videos. He responded to the disgusting comment by saying, "For who?" Question mark. The fluffer? Question mark. So there you go. So those are the two. That's what we're starting off with. Benoit Pahoud, your thoughts?
Who listens to a podcast with an adult film star and is disgusted by the idea of a blowjob? Like, who is like, oh, I want to listen to this whole pod, and then they mention it's like, oh, I'm disgusted. Well, that's the thing about the episode that stood out to you. That
you should. I mean, if you're disgusted by that, then don't listen to the episode.
Why? How'd you get that? How'd you get that far in the episode? If you were so disgusted, if that's disgusting to you, how'd you get that far in the episode?
So whatever. But that was all we got for this first sector of comments, Benoit. Let's keep it moving, keep it on moving down the road. Are you ready for your first conspiracy mystery thing?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Have you heard of the Russian scientist who injected himself with a 3.5 million year old bacteria?
No, but it sounds like a terrible idea.
Okay, well, so this Russian scientist named Dr. Brukov was digging in the permafrost in Siberia, and they discovered this bacteria that was so far down in the permafrost that it was still living, right? They tested this bacteria on mice and plants and crops, and the mice lived way longer, and the plants and crops didn't die as fast when it was cold outside. They started calling this bacteria the elixir of life. They're saying that this could be like contribute to people, animals, and plants all living longer than they should. There is a town that's pretty close to where they found the bacteria, and the people there's life expectancy is way longer than anyone else in their region. So this scientist tried this 3.5 million year old bacteria on himself, right? And ever since he tried it, he hasn't had a cold or a flu in 2 years since injecting himself, right? So this is one of those things. This is where like the church community comes in. They talk about in the Bible how like there's these people that would live for like, hundreds of years or whatever in the Bible, and people have, tough time confirming that. But if this type of bacteria exists and it's able to prolong life, and it was around however long ago, do you think this could possibly add validity to the stories in the Bible? This is where we're at. Miracle elixir of life, 3.5 million year old bacteria found in the permafrost in Siberia. Permafrost got its name because it's permanently fucking frozen.
Yeah, that's how it rolls. And there's all kinds of weird stuff buried down there because it's been frozen for millions of years.
Yeah.
What was up with this? Can I get a taste? Can I get a little snort? Can you give me a little shot? Like, how do I get a piece of this bacteria? I don't want to have the flu ever again. I don't want to have a cold.
Is this like, is this what starts the zombie apocalypse, or is this what starts that, remember that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake?
I do.
Where, like, everyone lived forever and you had to sell time or something,
You had to you knew how much time you had, but you can get time from other people and borrow time. I don't really remember how it worked, but that was the general premise of it.
And a young Olivia, everyone in it was 20-something years old, and a young Olivia Wilde was in it.
Yeah, everyone was like permanently young and hot.
Oh God, I love Olivia Wilde, dude.
She's
young,
the best.
I mean, we could bird walk that babe all day, Daddy,
but
we won't. And she seems like she's fun because didn't she marry Sudeikis?
She married Sudeikis. They got divorced. She made a couple movies. She directs now. She directed 2 really decent movies that I've seen.
Oh,
and she's still like an absolute smoke. She's still a
Whatever
12.
happened to Jules Arness? You remember Jules Arness,
Yeah,
Mallrats?
yeah. I don't
She
know.
she directed she directed Green Street Hooligans and did an amazing job. A great movie, all time great movie. Yeah.
Underrated
Uh
film. We are bird walking here.
yeah.
With this bacteria though, like are the Russians have it? Are they studying? Because I don't like that idea. I
Yeah.
don't like the bunch of like
No.
100-year-old Russians coming at us. Not
Mm-mm. It is a crazy dangerous place up there. So the fact that like these people have a life expectancy that isn't 20 years, you
in
know?
Siberia, like not an
Yeah.
easy place to live, from what I
Yeah.
understand.
You need all the help you can get, Daddy, you know? So I don't know. I'm interested to see like what they do with this elixir. Like, will Russia release it to the public? If you could do a pop of this right now, would you?
Absolutely,
Same. I 100% would. I mean, I'll
absolutely.
fucking do Ozempic. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking put anything
Sure,
in me. You know what I mean? Like, what are
sure.
we doing here? You
Based on what
know?
I've already decided to put in my body over these last 22 years, you're going to give me something that might make me live longer and get rid of my sniffles forever. 100%. Not even
Yeah.
hesitating.
Okay. But that's the first conspiracy gimmick.
Off
Would you
to a
like
hot
another
start.
conspiracy gimmick?
Yeah, I need one now.
Okay. This one, Civil War related.
Okay.
I know you love
Okay.
the Civil War. I know you're a big fan of the South and the Civil War, right? Isn't that what you always
Uh,
said?
no.
Long live the South. Is that what your thing
No,
was? No,
just
the Confederacy. Long live the Confederacy. Isn't that what you always say? Don't you have that tattooed somewhere?
how dare you try to tread on me on this podcast? No, just a fan of American history.
One thing I always thought that would be a fucking hitter, daddy, if they ever did like a show, like a long form show, if they did a Civil War long form show.
Our boys Benioff and Weiss, who were all set to do a show on HBO after Game of Thrones ended. The premise of the show, it was fiction, but presupposed that the South won the Civil War. And then what would modern America look like? Like you ever see Man in the High Castle, which is like the idea
Yeah,
of like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what if
If
the Nazis won
mhm,
World War II? Same
yeah,
idea. What if the South won the Civil War? But then people were really upset with the last season of Game of Thrones, and then they were
that
like, "Wait,
they're like
what?"
these guys will never work again.
And they were like, "Why are these two white guys going to run a show about the Civil War? It's a little more
Yeah.
complicated than that." And then it just kind of went away. But for a while, that was going to be their next big project.
Bern, are you ready for an awesome fact?
I am absolutely.
Okay, so after the Civil War, there was 100,000 Confederate soldiers that moved down to Brazil. And they still have a city in Brazil. It's called Americana. So every year they have a festival commemorating the Confederate soldiers. Apparently, the accent is like a Southern accent where they trill all their R's, like they
Really?
roll their R's. Yeah. So when these 100,000 Confederate soldiers originally got down to Brazil, they started planting tobacco and cotton and all that stuff that and then apparently after they started planting the tobacco and cotton and all that stuff, half of the people left shortly after and went back to the US because they're like, this farming stuff is really impossible.
It's very difficult.
Yeah, it's very difficult when you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, it's hot
half
out
of
here.
them
Real
quit and
hot.
left. But yeah, they got to this day, they still have a festival commemorating the Confederate soldiers that founded the city called Americana. So yeah, there you go.
I would love to hear like
Oh,
native Portuguese spoken with like a southern drawl. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
got to sound wild.
yeah.
Well, 100,000 is no joke either. I mean, that's a lot of people to go to one place in Brazil and start a little
Mm-hmm,
colony. Like
mm-hmm.
I had no idea. That rules.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's that. That's yeah. So that's conspiracy stuff. There you go. Okay, let's keep it moving. Keep it moving down the road. Are you ready, Bern?
Some comments.
We're doing another comment. So this comment comes from the Xbox versus PlayStation episode where I bodied you. It's from returning retort,
Dreamer.
everyone's favorite pal, good old Sol Rosenberg forever.
Love him. Love Saul.
Saul Rosenberg forever. I'm subscribed. He has 3 subscribers. He's just a great guy. This guy, love him to death. Returning retort, just fan of the show, listen to the show. I miss him to death. He's just
real mensch. Total
mensch. So he left a couple of comments. First comment he said, "Yo, Dreamcast was good though. NBA 2K, NFL 2K, awesome sports games. Sonic Adventure, Crazy Taxi, Dude, House of the Dead, Marvel vs. Capcom. That was a great system, way underrated. Ready to Rumble, Mother Effing Boxing, really good game. Yeah, I agree. Dreamcast was awesome." And then he also said this. He said, "Nintendo, Bern is right. Nintendo."
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's where my brain. But like, I still remember getting an original Nintendo like for Christmas when I was like 6 years old. And what's crazy is no one was more fascinated by it than my dad. Like we set it up and we were playing duck hunt. My dad is like, I cannot believe how this works. Like I just point the gun at the screen and it works. Like he was blown away.
Yeah.
So I remember that.
I'll tell you this, dude. Like I'm excited to play I'll play video games in front of my daughter now, but she doesn't really play them with me because she doesn't she just isn't there. But I am excited to eventually play video games with my kids because that's one thing. Like I know my dad never did it. He never picked up a video game. He would watch it, and that's back like, dude, GoldenEye and Smash Bros. Like we had some good stuff going on, but he was just like it wasn't for him. Like he's like, it ain't for me, guys. So he would watch and he was glad we enjoyed it, but he never jumped in. I am excited. I want to play video games with my kids, and I want to show them what the best Red Dead Redemption 2 player in the world looks like. And it's me, and his name's Matt LaFell. Hello, how are you?
Well, sure, but they're probably not going to start with Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what I'm saying. You got to get a Switch. You and your daughter can start playing Mario Kart 64 on 50 cc's tomorrow.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, is it bad that my daughter has seen me play a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2? And, I tell her I'm putting them to sleep. They're bad guys. I'm putting them to sleep. That's all it is, as blood's like squirting out of their neck. It's just
me and my son would play Mario Kart, and I did not tell him what the slide button was. He was like, "How are you doing?" And I was like, "Figure it out, bro. You better figure it out."
We all had to figure it out one time, like what are we doing here? Yeah.
He did.
And then now he probably destroys you.
He's gotten way better. Like
now it's actually competitive.
It's fairly competitive. We played Sonic versus Mario Olympics is a great one because there's
a big time shit talker.
He is the most obnoxious. He is completely obnoxious. Yeah, he never stops talking.
I cannot I probably will break some stuff if I lose to my kids at video games. I mean, I'm just gonna smash.
Out of nowhere, my son will just call me fat and old and slow and then show me his abs like on a normal day. So when we're doing something competitive, he's pretty vicious, which is the opposite of how I roll. I'm more of a keep my mouth shut, and then when I beat you, give you a little wink, because I know that makes people way more angry.
Oh, God, it rips them to shreds.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already started talking shit to my son. Like, he'll be looking at me like, who you eyeballing, tough guy? What, are you 3 weeks old? You think you're fucking tough here? Like, what are we doing?
You want to be the man of the house, you got to come through me.
Hey, anytime you want a shot at the title, babe, come on.
Now let me
open invitation.
Now let me tuck your dick back in so you don't piss all over
me. Yeah. Okay. So let's keep it moving. Last comment for this sector. It is from Mr. Hipster 9509. Mr. Hipster 9509. He's new. New retort. 1 subscriber, but also like Mr. Hipster, you're a fucking loser. But either way, he left a comment on the Brando versus De Niro, who played it better clip. Great. Okay. I mean, we really got a lot of heat from the Godfather 1 versus Godfather 2. So we should really go back to that. We should do like a Mighty Ducks 1, Mighty Ducks 2, Rocky. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We should definitely go back to that. I like that. Rocky 1 versus Rocky 4, like a bunch of different stuff. So okay, it's from Mr. Hipster 9509. He said, "Get a life. It's a damn movie, not real, just entertainment." You know what's not real, right? You know what's not real, Bern, is
Mr.
that
Hipster's nuts.
he's leaving a comment on a video. Is he saying this to our face? No. Is he saying this in our general area? No. If he met us on the street, would he say this to us? Absolutely not, because he's a fucking pussy coward, right? But he thinks because he's got a keyboard and he's anonymous that he can write this kind of stuff. Like, that's not real. You're not like a real, this isn't a real insult. That's not a real like burn or whatever. You're just a
No,
noodle, dude. You're just a fucking noodle.
art matters. Art influences people. And we were talking about what piece of art we thought was the most important. So, Mr. Hipster, if anyone should understand that, it's a fucking hipster. So,
Yeah. If anyone should understand being an annoying troll, it's a hipster. For sure.
so
Big
cram it in your
time.
cram hole, you
Cram it.
fucking loser.
That's the last comment for this sector. So we're going to keep it moving to the next gimmick. So, Bern, we're going to do our check in, but now we got a new Stippy. You ready for the new Stippy?
Hit me with the stippy.
New Stippy is we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to check in, check down, check on life. So, Benoit Feud, because you're the best looking one, you're going to go first. So, are you ready?
Check one, check two. Let's come on through.
All right, here we go. Your timer is started. Go ahead, sir.
Let's see. Checking in. Like I said earlier, I'm actually preparing for Christmas now, like a couple days before, which is not something that I'm used to doing. I'm used to running around and trying to figure everything out. Although I will say, a lot fewer people to buy for this year. Just two kids to worry about. So maybe I've cut down on the list.
You're not
Not a
buying something for
wife,
Sam?
not a what? No, nothing. No. I got something for Sam when I see him, but it doesn't need to be. I'm not gonna wrap it up. But yeah, no, not worrying about wife, mother-in-law, sisters-in-law. Because we spend a lot of time with would traditionally spend a lot of time with that side of the family around Christmas. So not so worried about that. So yeah, just got the kid stuff going. Got my daughter. Santa Claus is bringing her Mercedes. It's a tiny little red car that she can drive around, one seater. So it's not like a big those. I want to say Hot Wheels. It wasn't Hot Wheels, but like remember the old
Yeah.
like. This
Oh,
is
I know what
like
you're talking about.
this is like
It's
a
like a
smaller
battery
version.
powered gimmick, right?
It's a rechargeable battery powered gimmick. She wanted a red car. She's getting a red car. It's got a remote control, so I can make sure if she goes too badass on it, I can pull her back.
Yeah.
And my son is getting Jordans and a bunch of soccer stuff,
Wow.
and we got it all. It's all here. It's all wrapped. It's ridiculous. So for once, the nice thing about uh, half of cutting down on half of your family is that fewer gifts to buy and a little bit less stress. So that's how my holiday is going right now.
You got 1 minute left, Benoit.
1 minute left. All right. And let's see. What else do we have? I mean, that's about it, man. I'm psyched to get the kiddos Christmas Day. Me and my wife are doing a little Christmas Day swap, and I have until New Year's Day. So I'm super psyched about that.
Oh, bro, you get a week with him again?
Get a week with them again. We're gonna open some
Oh,
presents. We'll figure out some New Year's stuff. Probably go check out Sonic 3, which should be
nice.
out in theaters now.
Moana 2 is
We
around.
we've been there. We've done
Oh, you
binge
did
to
Moana
Moana
2,
2.
right?
We did Moana
Nice.
2. So now, but we're very excited about Sonic 3. We went as
How does your boy get along with Pulatsky, former guest of the show, friend of the show, fan of the show, listener of the show?
there's a lot of love, but there's a little bit of friction too. Pulaski runs a tight ship, and my son tends to be like, "You ain't my daddy," So they have a little bit of friction, but it's a lot. It's based in love and tenderness, but
Yeah,
they do butt heads a little bit, which I think is the
nice.
funniest thing in the entire.
All right, final thoughts, Bern, before your time is up.
Just looking forward to having a weird, very different Christmas than I'm used to, but I think it's going to be good, and I'm excited that it's almost here.
All right, very good. Well, that's your time. I'm gonna reset the timer and I'm gonna start mine. Are you ready?
I am always ready to hear about your.
Okay, so here we go. Quick update on the knee. It's my high knee. Uh, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and hopefully the stitches will be out. I'm hoping, praying, wishing, hoping, praying. Praying, hoping, wishing, hoping, praying, hoping. Right? So hopefully that part of my life will be done because I need to be able to do stuff again because it's brutal, right?
Is it
Uh,
soggy and swollen, or does it look like it's actually
nope,
healing up this time?
dude. It looks right, Daddy. Knees looking good.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I'm hoping everything ends up a-okay. Let me tell you something else I did. So this is what your boy did. So my wife this year, like with everything going on, she's like, I don't want to do presents, which means like she doesn't have to, no one ever has to buy me a present, right? You're a dad. You don't have to get a
Correct.
present ever again,
No.
right? Which is fine. Which is fine. I've accepted that as a dad. I don't want a present, right? But when she says let's not do presents, it means she still wants presents, right?
Correct. Correct.
So this is what I did because she's not telling me anything. I took her phone and I went on her Amazon wish list, right? Where she
That's
just has
using your
stuff
brain.
like she has stuff that's there, and like there's some stuff, it was like, there's house stuff and baby stuff and whatever. Then I saw a couple things there that are like, I'm like, this is something that'll be for her, right? And here's the deal when you're a dad is that you don't just buy your wife a gift. You have to buy your wife a gift from your daughter. You have to buy a wife a
Hmm.
gift from your infant son. You have to buy a wife a gift from you and maybe something from Santa Claus, right?
Hmm.
And, that's just how it rolls. So I just went down the list. I was like, boom, 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 bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, putting it all in, done, done, diddy, done. Ordered it all last night. The bummer is half the shit ain't gonna arrive. I didn't think about it till yesterday, and half the shit ain't gonna arrive till after Christmas. But it's the idea, Daddy. And then what else? Oh, and then I got 1 minute left. I want to talk about this. This is a gimmick. Photos, social
What kind of
media,
photos?
newborn, and what like the Christmas photo, newborn
Family
photos
photo.
thing.
Hmm.
Oh man. Like, dude, we did the Santa photos a couple weeks ago, which good on this lady for doing this because she needs a shovel to count all the cash she's making. It was one day we went there. You have to book a 15-minute time slot. You get there a little early, right? You go in, you check in, you get in line. There was 5 people behind me. There was 5 people ahead of us, right? It's $150 per time slot, right? There, they got a guy doing balloon animals. They got someone selling gingerbread house looking stuff. They got someone else selling picture frames. Like, so as you're waiting in line, there's all these other things that you can waste money on,
Hmm.
right? And then you get to Santa. You have 15 minutes with Santa to tell him what you want and take all the pictures. And she's there, and they're just like hustling you in and out. Legit, she's jam-packed booked, jam-packed booked. And it's, I counted when we were there, there's probably 15 families I saw, and we were there for maybe 20 minutes, right? So if you
Damn.
think about it, right, she's making like what, $3,000 in that 15, you know what I mean? Like it's
Sure.
a minimum is 150 is the minimum. You can do the max and get extra whatever. And that's like just to get the photos taken. I don't know how many photos that comes included with, right? Like you still might just to get the photos taken it's this, then you might have to pay for the photos afterwards as well, right? Or pay for extra. So not only that, and then today my wife was like, hey, I booked a photographer for newborn photos and family pictures and all that stuff. I was like, okay. And she's like, I mean, do you want to split it? I was like, did I fucking book this thing? Did I book it? But guess what? Guess what, Bern?
Did you guys all wear white, or did you all wear Christmas colors?
I wore a maroon. I'm a big quarter zip guy. Love a good quarter zip.
Sure.
I'm a dad. Like I think the dad move is the quarter zip, right?
It's
Like that's
time.
just
It's time to embrace it. Yeah.
right. I'm fine with it. Love a good quarter zip. It's great for my big shoulders, you know.
You're
So I
having
just did
baby.
a maroon quarter zip. My daughter had like a special dress, and then my wife wore like a dress thing, and then the lady came with props for the baby. So the baby had like 6 different costume changes and 4 different prop settings and like all this kind of shit. And it's the lighting and it's the room and it's the backdrop and it's blah 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 blah. And I was just like, dude, just let me know when we're done. Like, she was smart. She's like, look, dad, siblings, family, we're getting all that done first. Then we're gonna do baby, and you don't need to be here for baby. And I was like, I don't want to be. So
what was time commitment? How long were you? How long
they
were
came
you?
here. She came here at 10, right? They whacked up, like, they looked at the lady came to our house, which was fine. She came here. They looked around at like the different things, and like she did a good job, and she was like cool, and I had no problem with her. And like, she was good with the kids and the baby and all that stuff, and she made my wife happy and whatever. Like, it's crazy how this stranger can make my wife happier than I've ever made her. Right. But yeah, so then, we looked around, there's a couple things here, a couple things there, and I was probably with her for maybe 45 minutes, me and my daughter and family stuff. And then she's like, look, you guys are done. And I just went and made breakfast, and we hung out while they did stuff with the baby and my wife. And that's how it went. Yeah, so that's checking for old Uncle Matty, and that's checking for Benoit Pahoot. So that was checking. So let's keep it moving, Daddy-O. I want to read a comment from the HRIC. You know her? You love her? You ever heard of her? Vmont Mom. She left a comment on episode 412, last week's episode. She says 1945 is when the Second World War came to an end. Atomic bombs were dropped on Japan, and Japan surrendered. Just an FYI. The mountain climbing shit is weird, but believe it, I have experienced some weird shit in my day. Creepy, but cool. Our brains are amazing things. People have strokes, sometimes come to speaking a completely different language. Our brains do some awesome shit. Burns, I have been here commenting all along, my friend. I have been here, will always be here. Winky crying. I'm sorry, Burns. I'm not sure what happened between you and your wife. None of my business, but dude, any woman would be lucky to have you as their partner. It is totally your wife's loss. I hope she realizes that.
V-Mom. Oh, V-Mom.
Oh, God, I'm going to cry. God
Oh, that's nice. It's nice to hear something nice. It's nice to have someone be nice to you. Thank you, V-Mom. I
it's oh my
appreciate
God.
that.
I mean, it's bullshit, but that is so nice.
Yeah, you're totally wrong. It was all my fault. But no, that's also not true. V-Mom, thank you. That's a nice little boost on this holiday season. You are the best. And
she's the greatest.
We will find out why we weren't seeing your comments, because that is totally unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And then she then says, congratulations, Matt and Matt's wife. I'm so happy for you two. Congrats again. Glad they put stitches on the inside so you can't cut them away again. I hope you heal great this time. Yeah, she's not wrong. LMAO, Bern wants you single too. LMAO. I can't wait to hear how that goes when Burns wins. LOL. Oh. Bern wants me to be single too. Yeah. Can't wait to hear how that goes when Bern wins. LOL. Great episode, guys. Much love. And yes, just saying JS is just saying . LOL. Love you, V-Mom. Absolutely great comment as always. She's just the fucking best, dude.
She's so great. Just the goddamn best.
I love her. I absolutely freaking love her. Then I wanted to read a couple from everyone's favorite Aussie, the one and only
oi.
Miss Metal Sue Matthews, aka Alloy 1100. She left a comment on episode 410, the Retort Show. She said, great show, guys, loving it. Yes, Steve dubbed me Miss Metal, heart love it. The Loretto Chapel story, very interesting. A talented carpenter. Yep, love you, Miss Metal, you're the greatest. And then she goes for the Lucille Ball short clip. She put Lucille Ball, what a legend. And then she left a comment on the 10 days, 2 kids, 10 days of solo parenting, little Benoit Pahoud. And she put, well done, Bern. Well done. And then she left a comment on the, party games king. That's me. She said, good job, Matt. You're a fun dad. And so are you, Bern. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. And then last comment. This is for this is the Family Feud ex-wife text challenge clip. She said, oh, Bern, you're a very handsome guy. I'm sure you can find a chick that you deserve. Smiling face emoji.
Wow. I'm so touched. I'm so touched by this episode. It's
I
so
mean,
many nice things.
they don't. I mean, yeah, Bern, you're a stud, dude. You're a fucking stud, bro. Like you're a stud city, Mayor of Studsville, Mayor
Let's
of
see.
Studdingtown,
You know,
Stutteroony, Studtown,
I,
Studsville,
I,
Studdingtonville, USA,
I used
Studsville,
to
Stud.
do okay. Used to do okay.
Hey, dude, I was there, Daddy-o. I seen it. I seen it and I smelt it. And I just remember, I mean, you've done so much, Bern. You've done so much and so many Kool-Aids over the years. It's just phenomenal. So,
Don't
okay. Well, those were the
don't you
last
bring me
comments.
down.
Those are the last comments for this sector. So let's keep it moving. Benoit. Are you ready?
Always ready.
So let's
Always ready
remind
for
so
this
this is what we're doing.
part.
We're not doing two gimmicks anymore. It's one and done. You got to get 225 on a gimmick. If you get 225 in a game of quick cash, then guess what? Daddy's in trouble. Daddy's got to tell
Let me
in the
take
middle of
over
the
from
night.
here.
What? Yeah, go
Let me
ahead.
take over from here. So now it's Matt's ass on the line. And if I hit 225, he's got to wait. He's got a 3 week old baby.
Yep.
And he's got to wait until his wife asks him for help, preferably between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m. And what he's got to do is mumble under his breath, but loud enough for her to hear it. If she doesn't hear it, he's got to keep doing it until she reacts. Corva, which means bitch in her native language of Albania.
Yep.
And that's what happens if I get to 225.
Okay. So are you ready, Bern?
Oh, yeah, I'm real ready.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Okay. Name something kids line up for at school.
Lunch.
Name a term used in 10-pin bowling.
Right.
Give me a word that rhymes with buckle.
Chuckle.
Name something people use to discreetly remove food from their teeth.
Fingernail.
Name something that people complain is clingy.
Their girlfriend/boyfriend.
All right, Benoit, time to get some answers. Remember, if you get 225, I'm gonna have to commit suicide by calling my wife a bitch in Albanian. Here we go. First question. I said, name something kids line up for at school. You said lunch. Survey said 78. Good start. Oh, yeah. Number 2 was recess. Number 3 was fire drill. So there you go. I then said, name a term used in 10-pin bowling. You said strike. Survey said 67.
Oh boy.
Yeah, number 1 answer again. The number 2 answer was spare, and number 3 was pin. Number 4 was turkey. So there you go. So you are at 145. So hot start.
Hot start.
I then said, give me a word. I then said, give me a word that rhymes with buckle. You said chuckle. Survey said 22. That was the number 3 answer. Number 1 answer was knuckle. Number 2 answer was suckle.
Gross. I really wanted to say huckle, but I knew it wasn't going to be up there, so I had to.
Sure. You're playing a game to win.
Yeah.
So you got 22 on that one, so it brings you to 167. I then said, name something people use to discreetly remove food from their teeth. You said fingernail. Survey said 25. Yep. So that was number 2 answer. Number 1 was toothpick. Number 3 was tongue. Number 4 was napkin.
See, toothpick is obvious, but it's not discreet. Like if you take a toothpick out and start jamming, that's not secretive. You can get a little thing, All right, whatever. I guess I'm arguing
argue with
discreet.
Steve Harvey, buddy. I don't know what you want me to do.
Steve
So that
Harvey,
was
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Sorry. Argue with the gods. I don't know. But that brought you to, I gave you 25. That brought you to 192, Bern. What's the last question?
We need 33, lucky number 33 to get over the hump.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. You said, name something that people complain is clingy. You said girlfriend. I'll tell you, it was the number one answer.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Tell me what I want to hear.
Okay, let's start with the other ones. Number 4 answer was plastic wrap. Clingy, obviously.
Sure.
Number 3 answer was dog/cat.
Okay.
Number 2 answer was nylon panties, which had a surprisingly large number. Yeah.
Nylon. Very specific.
Yeah, had to be nylon.
There.
Yeah. Then the number 1 answer was, people, kid, or mate/partner or whatever. So girlfriend falls under that. For 32.
No.
Which gave you 220.
No. Oh. That is, I thought that was an absolute slam dunk.
Imagine if you would have picked toothpick. Yeah.
Toothpick is horse shit. It's not discreet. It's obvious.
Or knuckle.
It's obvious.
Knuckle over chuckle, and I'm dead. Knuckle over chuckle, and the show's over, baby.
All right. 32. You've lived. You lived.
224.
To fight
that
another week.
Close. So we are coming towards the top of time. I survived by the skin of my chinny chin chin. Yep. Bern, what do you got before we get the F out of here, Daddy? Man, that was close. Dude, I was doing the math. I was like, oh no. I was looking at it, I was like, oh shit.
I'm so disappointed. Yeah, I'm so disappointed. But you know what? You know what's not disappointing?
What's that, Bern?
The close shave, comfort, and frankly, confidence boost I get from removing unwanted body hair. And that can only be achieved. Yeah, it can only be achieved from Manscaped. Perfect time of the year. It's right around the holidays. You're searching for a last-minute gift for someone.
Oh my God!
You don't know where to get them.
Really?
Get them a subscription to Manscaped. Maybe get them a product. Maybe get them a gift card. Let them shop there and just, pick out their own Christmas gift. Manscaped offers a number of affordable and versatile products for all of your grooming needs. So, in a pinch, in a pickle, time's running out. Check out some Manscaped. It's a perfect gift for the new year.
Yeah. Speaking of perfect gifts for your pickle, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents The Retorted Show. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. Hang out on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at WorkingPod. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe and keep bringing you this amazing content. Please remember to take back your algorithm by subscribing, liking, or commenting so you can get more of the videos you like from us. We love it. We love seeing you. Thanks for sticking around. Hey, if we don't talk to you, have a great holiday. Thanks. See ya! Well, hello to all my retorts out there. Thank you for making it to the end of the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Leave a message, leave a comment. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you hate, and what you need. We do it all for you because we love you. Let's take back our algorithm. We love you. Thanks. See you!